So let's start. They can join us. So I said let me look at I'll just look at this. Or maybe I don't know. If I'm attending this let me see. I think next Monday is free. It's the Tuesday I have a training. Okay, so we can continue then. How you can hear me, right? You can hear me, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma, we can hear you.
Okay, so that's good. So let me just start. Yeah, I want to start on like I'm still saying, I don't know, maybe I'll still go back to references when I mean to preliminary matters, but even though they are called, but I don't see them as the major problem if you have the proper templates. But I'm still looking at it. Maybe I'll still go back to it. I don't know. But let me just I just said let me do this. Now I try to at first break down a lot of things concerning the references. I wanted to look at the whole book itself and start taking it stage by stage, but I just saw that there's so much. Like the language I discussed last week, there's so much inside language alone in the APA. I'm still hoping I can get back to it. But like this, is an emergency approach to the situation that I have on my hand concerning your supervision. That's why I'm still using this kind of approach now. So now what I've downloaded, I actually went to the website to download this one now. I can show you guys. I'm coming. Yeah, let me see. Okay, I start sharing and I will share now so that you see the website. So I have to go. Let me see application. This should be it. I'm hoping this is it. Okay, I think I'm still on the PDF. I want to let me stop sharing because I want to actually show people the website. I don't know why it's not bringing that up. Um, mm, I don't know where the website went to. Uh, let me see. Let me see. Okay, let me see if I can identify that in the share button. Then I'll application window. This is Google Chrome. Okay, let me see whether this is the Chrome. Yes, this is the website. Okay, good. So like I said, I had to go to the website. I have to go to the APA website and downloaded these two things. You can look at them, related handouts. So this is the full website with all the details. Of course, yeah, I will not have the luxury of this time to be looking at all these things, but all these links, you can look at them for details. For but I've saw these documents that I think may give people the shortcut. Because what I've noticed that many of you are actually not bothering to take time. So for um every kind of entry you have, you say under section 10.7. So even in that ebook I gave you that I said the former visit bought for the university, even in that ebook you can know where to go now directly for that. So section 10.7, that's what it says here. Now we are seeing my screen, right? We are seeing the screen. I'm on the APA website. Are we seeing my screen?
Yes, yes, ma, we can see your screen, ma.
So you see this link. So this one is about journal article references, magazine article references, newspaper article references, blog post references, up to date article references. So that's for periodicals. So no journals are periodicals. So then you have books and reference works, book or e-book references, diagnostic manual references, children's book or other illustrated book references. I don't know because I would have classed this as the normal book, but we have the virtual and the physical world now. So a lot of things happen. Classroom course pack material references, like you have talked about your course materials, religious work references. So that's for books and reference works. Edited book chapters and entries in reference works. So chapter in an edited book or e-book, dictionary entry reference, Wikipedia entry reference. They also now have reports and grade literature. Now, this should talk about maybe literature that cannot be classified particularly. So you have the reports of a government reference, report with individual, brochure, ethics code, fact sheet, ISO standard reference, press release, white paper references. So let's go down. We have another set there. Let me see. So conference presentations and proceedings. So you have the competition references, the conference proceeding references. Then you have dissertation and thesis. So you have published dissertation or thesis reference. Then you have unpublished dissertation or thesis reference. So you see now you can have the published one, you can have the unpublished one. And that's why you see normally you indicate if it's not yet published, the particular one you are referring to, unpublished and informally published work. So you have every database references, pre-print article references. So you can have let's see this now. Let's see this. I've opened that link. Can you people see it? Is the link showing? I opened the link
Yes,
now. It's showing, right?
It's showing.
Good.
Yes,
Okay, so let's look at this because this one is a common one that most people, you will even think there's no need to cite it. So this one is a preprint. This will contain reference example for preprint article. So article that is possible it has been accepted. And it's also possible it is not, but this one is not yet published. So that's just the point that is being made. So when it's preprint, so that's the point that is being made. So let me go back. Let me go back now to where we were. Then data. So you have the data and assessments. So you have data set references, toolbox references. So you see there, this one is 10.9, then 10.10, 10.11. So it's on the bit because after I made all this effort to refer us to go to the website, I see many of us still continue to do what we like. So let's look at audiovisual media. So you have artwork references, clip art or stock image references, film and television references, musical score references, online course or MOOC references, podcast references, PowerPoint slide or lecture note references, radio broadcast references, TED Talk references, transcript or audiovisual references, YouTube video references, because we have moved now in the world to the point that you have a lot of sources that you can actually use for your work. So you also have here now, you have Facebook references, Instagram references, LinkedIn references, online forum, maybe OSG, Reddit or something like that, references, TikTok references, X references, that's Twitter, or formerly called Twitter. Then web pages or websites, web page or website references, nursing student references, that one will not concern you. Open education resources, that's OER references, all website references. So let's see. Okay, so that's that about the reference. So you see different categories now that can be referenced. So this is very important because most times we are not taking that time to look at these things, and then because so many of us, either because we are so lazy about it, I wouldn't know. But I'm just going to talk about this few. There will be the next class. We will continue this, and I will just talk about samples. But then those of us that are very smart about it, we probably would have on our own gone there to check these things out. But I just see many of us are just not ready to take that trouble. And that is it. So this is the first one I took from there. I think we can see now I'm on the PDF. I'm on the PDF. So this one you are having the reference guide. So let's look at the front. There are only 3 sections that are looked at here. In the one I downloaded, there are only 3 that I think I could find there. So I could see only 3, but let's just explain. Maybe that one will give us a guide to the other one. So I want to expand I think we can see it now, right? I've expanded it. And let's look at the first 2, which is one of the common things that you look at. Probably you see first journal article or book or chapter in book. These are the common things I've come across. But I know many of us are actually also going a lot more for the digital materials now. So that one too should be something we should actually be concerned about and learn a lot about how to work on. But then at times, maybe the advisor will give is that if you come in contact with any of this material you want to use, it's better that you go probably, and that's why I'm showing you the links. Maybe you just go there, click on the link and check it out. Or as I've seen the subsection in the ebook that you have with you, you can just go scroll to the place and check it out. So let's look at the examples. I mean the reference guide that was given now for journal articles and they are this. So these are color coded, so it should be here easy for us to see. Now look at the way it is. So you have 2 authors there. So you can also have 1 author. If you have 2 authors, now this one says that invert name so that the last name comes first, followed by a comma and the initials. Now leave a space between initials. I see many of us now, they join them together. That's the new one that I see that many people, and I began to wonder, so many people are doing it. I was wondering, maybe this is the style now. But this, and now I said, let me just see so that we can see the guide. So I will, next week, I think we may now go to the examples themselves. Retain the order of author's name. So the order of the author's name, so that should be retained. Now this is one I personally was thinking was a mistake, but I've seen now that it's acceptable. That is comma before the ampersand. So it's acceptable. Then you now put the year of publication. You put it in parentheses and you end it with a full stop. So that's also, you see that it's indicated here. I don't know whether it's not showing whether my cursor is helping to guide us there. I don't know. I didn't set my cursor because I actually didn't think of this. So then I see the title of the article. So the title of the article is the first letter alone that is capitalized. Now for a 2-part, now that is the title. But if it's but you also see a proviso here for a 2-part title, capitalize the first word of the second part. So that means if you have a column, or you have a dash after the first the stem of the title. So when you are starting the next work, that is convention. That's convention. So you capitalize the first word again of that second. So then you capitalize proper nouns. So if you have proper nouns, not proper names, nobody has an improper name. But you have proper noun, then you have common nouns. So if it's a proper noun, which is a personal name or the name of a place, we know what is proper noun. So do not italicize, because this one now is the title of the article, which I saw many of you doing. Do not italicize, then end it with a period mark. I see many of you italicizing some submission of her title of the article was italicized, while this thing is not italicized, the name of the periodical. I'm still trying to see so that I make sure I finish within my time. Then now look at the name of the periodical. Remember, that's the journal article. So you italicize it. So capitalize all major words in the periodical name. So you capitalize, like we have the noun scholar. So the S, every initial, the major parts of the work. Or maybe say Journal of English Studies Association of Nigeria. So all those ones is only maybe your normal words that are not capitalized, that are not giving initial cap that you will leave out. Like, and you can see in this example, a reference guide for journal articles, books, and edited book chapters. You can see the and there and for, they are not capitalized because they are function rules. So that means what this means that you don't capitalize the function rules. Now follow with a comma and then italicize the periodical name, but not the comma after it. So you italicize the journal name, the name of the journal, you italicize that. After you capitalize the content words, then you do not, then now, but you don't need to italicize the comma that's following after it. Now the volume, you italicize that. You don't write volume and issue again, you just put the number. Then now italicize the number of the volume. But you do not put space between it and what is it called that comes after it? The issue. You don't put space, I mean the parenthesis that comes after it and that enclose the issue. So if it doesn't have to, it doesn't have. So that is it. And that what this one says, do not write the issue number or the parenthesis. Follow the parenthesis with a comma. So if no issue number, that's okay. Follow the volume number with a comma. So if there's no issue number, it's just, there are some like that, like a proverbium now. Proverbium does not normally have issue number. It's only volume number it has. So you just follow it with a comma, and then you move on to the next thing. What is the next thing? The number of pages. So include the article page range. So you use N dash, not M dash. N dash is short, so it's like so do not put spaces around the N dash. End with a period. So you put the N dash and then you end it with a period. So that way, so once you start from the name of periodical, it ends with the full stop at the end of the page number. Now, if you have if you do not, if you have your DOI number, you put it, but do not put the period after the DOI. So now if you do not have to, it's all well and good. But if you have, you put the DOI. I think most papers now have their DOI. But then that is so that is that for, I'm still watching my time. So that is that for journal article, which I know many of you are likely to come across as you are doing your work. So let's look at the next one. The next one is book. So you have book. That's the whole book itself. If you are referencing a book, how do you go about it? So also, so mind you that if it's just one author, you're having these two authors, because to just give you an example of if it is more than, if you have many authors, but that means that if you're having only one author, you don't have this comma, it ends before this comma, and all this other part is not there. So then you now put the copyright year. So the year that in which, so look at the copyright section. No, the book will have a copyright. Look at the copyright section and put the copyright year. And I think it's specify to let us know what year it was published. So look at the copyright year, then the title of the book, and you will notice here now that the title of the book is in a run of initial cap too. So I think we have discussed some of these things. So you end with some of these one we have already mentioned about. Then you can present only the first letter of the first word for a two-part, just like we have with the article there. So if you have a two-part, then you capitalize, you start after the whatever is the punctuation mark that is separating them into two parts. So capitalize the first word of the second part, and also capitalize proper nouns and italize. Now, unlike the title of article that you don't italicize, you italicize the title of the book, because it's just like you italicize the name of the periodical, you also italicize the title of the book. So then you indicate in brackets the edition. Okay, so let me go. I think that one discussed now. Then the next one is that include the name of the publisher followed by a period mark. So after, okay, I will come back to the edition issue. So, but you know that you are supposed to end the book title with a full stop mark or period mark. So include the name of the publisher followed by period. Do not include the publisher location. This is one thing that was with the 6th edition that you don't have with the 7th edition. The way even the 7th edition, I don't know, this one we are just learning it now. because it is quite a while now. It is whether since 2016 or no, it came out in 2020. Okay, so we are still okay. And maybe I'm not expecting we may have, but I know the last one came out around the time I finished my PhD. When was that? When the 6th edition came out. So if you are there multiple publishers? So if so, separate them with a column. So if you have different publishers, but please note how I usually know that people are mixing up is that you are putting location. 7th edition doesn't have location, and it makes sense to me because at times you are having a publisher that has different, even my own publishing company has different locations. So if you are having different locations, so it may be now difficult to know, okay, which exact location is it indicated, and I'm sure probably that is why that was removed as a requirement for the referencing or indicating the publisher. So now you have DOI or URL. So some books have DOI. Some books have DOI. Then for ebooks from other websites, so you do not so you can, if you have a DOI, you put it there. So, but you're not expected to put your DOI or I mean full stop after the DOI or URL. So that one is not required. Now, I said I will come back to this 7th edition thing. Now, if your book has edition, so you can to indicate it in bracket in front of the title of the book, the edition that it is. So is this the 1st edition, 2nd edition, the particular edition you are referring to, you should indicate. And this is also important because really, I know there are different books. I know that I don't know whether it's Taylor and Francis that sent me a book to help them review, and they gave me the previous edition of that book. I can't remember. It's interesting to apply linguistics now. I can't remember that. They gave me that one to use to do the work, and because they are going to review it and then they want to update it. So if the additional information that is added now, you may be talking with another version. So let's look at chapter in an edited book. So we'll see actual samples later. So we see here again, we have looked at all this one, the author name, the same thing, copyright here, title of the book chapter, the way. Now you see this one again. This one again, the way you have, you do not italicize. This is what I've highlighted there. You do not italicize because this is the title, just like you have the journal article title. So you don't italicize it. You end it with period mark. And then if you have two parts of it, you begin with an initial cap. I mean, that's sentence type of structure. That is, you have just initial, the first one has initial cap. On if it's a two-part, then you put it also. Like you have where I'm putting my cursor now, like what is indicated there. Then what is not in the other one that we're having here, you now have in the initials, and then you have those kind of books have editors or an editor. So you have in the editor, and if there are two, the editor, then you put in bracket in front or in parentheses eds. So you indicate it there. Then you have comma after that. So a comma comes after that. Then now provide the title of the book. Now notice now that just the way that you write the title of your what's it called? Title of you capitalize only the first letter. The way you write the title of the chapter, that's where you write the title of the book. But you italicize. The difference is now you now put this one in italics. You put the title of the book in italics. So you see it is different from the way you write that of the journal, the name of the journal. Then if it has edition, so okay, so you will see again the way we talked about the edition with the previous one, but here you are having in the edition now is in the bracket in front of the title of the book. Then with comma, you now indicate page numbers. So page numbers now, unlike in the case of what now? Unlike in the case of journal article that you just put only the number after the volume. So you in this case now you put the page number, the small PP in lowercase, not having the P, one P in uppercase and one P in lower. No, the two are in lowercase. So you have the page number indicated there, then it ends with the full stop. So that means it starts with the name of the editors, comma, then the book title, then in brackets the edition and the page number. So you end it with a full stop at the end of that. So the chapter range, the page range indicated there, you end it with the period mark. Now the question is that does the book have an edition or volume number? If so, include this. Okay, I think that's what I've just discussed there now. Then you now put a publisher again, just like we have in the previous when we discussed the book. So you have the publisher, then you have the publisher, then if you have DOI, I've already mentioned that in the previous one. But see, essentially what is different in this one now is that the way you structure this middle line, this one, the green line, okay, say we have 10 minutes more. So the way you have the in to indicate the editors, and then the title of the book now, the way it is presented and all of that. So these are the things that are different from what we discussed about book. So this essentially is what I'm going to talk about in this particular case now. Like I said, this is just the only one I have from that document I downloaded, and it is color coded. So that is why I just loved it. And then when you look at all the, then you look over the video and see all the one that I've already looked at and shown you how you can find them, you can use them to practice. Next week, I think we are going to look at actual examples. So, but this is that. So I don't know if it's clear or if we have questions. But I hope this helps us so that I don't going to correct the references over and over and over again. Is it clear? Or do we have questions?
Yes, ma'am. It's very clear.
10 minutes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So if that is good, I guess you can call it a day. If there are no questions.
Okay. Ma, I just want to ask if it is compulsory that we must have the indented format, because from the examples you've shown us, almost every, and in fact, all of them are indented. And if we are indenting, what exactly are we expected to follow?
I don't understand what you mean by indenting.
Okay,
that's
the indentation is
hanging paragraph.
Yes, ma'am.
That's the way you present, even before now, that's the way you present APA now. How you will do it, right? How you do it in your work. Is it how you do it in your work that you're asking?
No, what I'm asking is it compulsory that we must have that hanging paragraphs in the references?
Yes. That's okay. Where you present APA style sheet. That's where you present.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, like I said, next week I'm going to give us live examples. I think that it's just you can actually download it before the meeting, but at least you can use it. You can download it before the meeting to practice, or maybe if I remember, I'll post it if I remember, I'll post it in the chat. But I don't think I should be doing everything for everybody. People should do something for yourself. So that's it is required that you do APA like that. So people do the first paragraph indenting, but this one is hanging paragraph that we use for APA style sheet. So when we are looking at actual examples next week, you will see it. Is that okay?
Yeah, okay. Yes, ma'am. So, thank you very much, ma'am.
Yes, okay, so if we are good, then we can call it a day, right? If there are no further questions.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. We are very grateful.
You're welcome.
I was even driving when you started, and I'm still driving, but I enjoyed what you said. And I only request that either you give us a link where we can download this 7th edition style of listen, I told you
I
more.
have sent
Why
it
we
to you
listen to
people now. Why are you talking like this? And I said took you to the website now and
So
show
like,
you the links. So take time, watch the video. When you get, if you could not pay attention, no, that's why I took time to record. So when you pack, I will upload the video. So what's it called? When you get that, just go and watch the video, I beg. Is that okay?
okay. Thank you.
I posted the links, I posted the video, I posted those things before for you people. But I don't know. You are not just taking me seriously, and it is painful. It's painful. But I'm just tired of listening to everybody. And that way,
Sorry, man. Some of us have it already.
you said? You said what?
Sorry, we have it. Some of us have it.
I posted those things. I posted the video. I did everything before. So I wouldn't really know why anybody would still be telling me I should post this thing, I should post this thing. But with all this one I'm doing now, you people should take time, watch the video again there. Go to the website. That's why I took you people to the website live. And I show you all the links live. Is that not what I did now? And I say, show you the color-coded document. And I say, okay, next week I'm going to show you people live examples one by one for all these things that we have looked at. Is that okay?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
After to your work, go to the website. I not ministering you post work. But if I'm not doing that, now I'm doing this. I've shown you people now link by link reference you can make. Link by link. I've also shown you people this night. So people should make my own life easier too now. I beg. It's not. I was working on the paper that was they sent me since May to do correction that I'm having the time to, but I have to abandon that now and fix this on this. It's not funny for me too. Just like now, I'm just trying to find some way to relax myself now because the pressure is too much on me. You people should help me too. I beg. Okay, if there are no further questions, can we call it a day?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
God bless you, ma'am.
Bless you.
Bye.